Welcome to Golden Drop, everybody. My name is Sharon McDonald, and my favorite thing in the whole entire world, besides being a mother, has to be sharing tips and tricks with people to make their lives simpler and simplify natural solutions for people. And so I'm here today to share with you a little bit about detoxing and how you do that using essential oils and foods to be able to do that. And so today we're going to be talking about some things that are not a diagnosis and definitely not a prescription. They're just simply my uses of essential oils. I am my own guinea pig, and I really do a lot of research behind everything that I do. So when you get this, you can know that, hey, she's tried it on herself, not once, not twice, but many, 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 many times. And I've done the research behind it to understand how it works, why it works, and I'm going to simplify it for you. So welcome to today's call. I am super happy to be here with you from Vermont. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek outside. Hopefully it will to see all that lovely snow. It's crazy fun and exciting, but we have officially started, I think, winter here. We've been getting snow for almost a month, but we're fully engaged in winter here. So today I'm going to talk about a little bit, many of you know my story. I've suffered with this terrible breakout on my hands, right? Thyroid condition. And I have been doing a little bit more research on what raises antibodies in a body, okay? And so for me, sugar, I never thought sugar was really a trigger for me. But what sugar does is it does trigger the antibodies to rise, and it's all related to the insulin levels in my body. So as I started to research this and kind of go down that rabbit hole, I thought, I could hardly open my hands last week. And while Hannah was here, she bought a big box of York peppermint patties. And what do you think I did? Of course, I partook of the forbidden fruit, not once, but several times a day. And it didn't matter how many greens I had, how many Slim and Sassy I popped, I was craving on that sugar. It was just about the time for me to cycle. And it is always one of those things that just really, like, I crave. Like, it is the worst craving ever. And it doesn't matter what I put in place. I will usually sneak 1 or 2 pieces of chocolate during that week. I will. The day before and then that week of, like, it's super unsatiable for me, okay? So as I've done some research, I found number one, magnesium really helps me curb these. Well, I wasn't touching my magnesium. I thought I had everything under control using my phytoestrogen and my lifelong vitality. I switched over to the vegan, and that was working really, really well for me. But this unsatiable, plus we were super, like, working hours and hours and hours. And so my adrenal glands were like, I hate you. And though the rest of my food intake was good, I was still not giving my body what it needed. So yes, I got a horrible migraine, as I reported before, and it started the day of my cycle, and really actually 2 days before that, because it was like lingering as I was flying to Arizona, and then it just was full bore by the time I got home. So it was like every day it would increase in intensity, okay? And so why am I telling you this story? I'm telling this story because I'm letting you see what my body did. I didn't do magnesium. I didn't really take control of my sleeping patterns. Okay, all of these are triggers for my particular body. And my antibodies for my thyroid, right? My thyroid is not functioning properly. And when it gets the attention that it needs with my essential oils, right? Because if I go on medication, it totally raises them, and my hands, I can't move them. Like, they're so broken out. So I increased what I was doing, and of course, eating sugar, and all of it was this, like, the perfect storm. I had 20 different See, you can see the residue of this one right here. So these are hives that break out on my fingers. Do you see where these are cracked and bleeding? These are hives, and they break out in blisters, and then they itch, and then they split open, and they create this horrible rash, okay? So cycle's finished. We're now, what, 5 days, right, Renee? Is that right? Five or 6 days, almost 7 days post cycle. And I've been doing this research, but I also started this new protocol on Monday, and it is to die for. So I want you to look at my eyes. I'm going to bring my eyeball really close, okay? And Renee, are you on your phone by chance? Are you? No. Okay, we'll take another picture some other way. But I'm going to show you my eyes because we're going to watch my eyes, and I'm going to be taking pictures. And I'll take a picture when I'm done. That's what I'll do. I'll take a picture of just my eyeball. But I'm going to show you guys. See my eye? Okay, see. I want you to see those brown and gold flecks in my blue eyes. Okay, do you see them? Those are heavy metal. Heavy metal and surgery spots. Surgery spots tend to be a little bit whiter and are dark. Depends on the person, but those are flecks in the eyes that tell you what your body is doing. Okay, so I have started taking this little protocol to decrease the metals in my body because that also is a thyroid trigger, right? So here's what I've done. My research has shown me that I needed to decrease the inflammation of my thyroid. So I've been using turmeric and all the other things I've been telling you about, On Guard, DDR Prime, and endocrine over my thyroid with myrrh and or lemongrass or litsea. Okay, all of those have been like in different combinations. Whatever my body's feeling like is what I use. And I use it every morning and every night and sometimes in the middle of the day. But then with this research, I thought, aha, so if the metals are high in my body, right, from years of amalgam, right, fillings, right, and I lived in a town where we were a paper mill town, lots of metals in the water. If you live with a well, you're getting lots of extra minerals, and some of those metals are in your stuff. Plus, you know, years and years of growing up in the 70s and the 80s when lead was just starting to kind of come on. We had toys riddled with lead, right? So all these kind of take place. Nickel earrings, nickel buttons, all these things kind of put this into our bodies, let alone the deodorant that has aluminum. And aluminum is in everything. So I decided, okay, I had done this once when I started doTERRA. I'm going to do it again. And that is this lovely little protocol, but I've added turmeric to it, okay? And here it is. You need, when I was in the trailer, I put all my gel caps in here. So you take just a little gel cap like this, and cilantro is your #1 best friend besides turmeric and cinnamon, okay? This little guy is so good at decreasing the amount of metal in your body, and it does it really gracefully, honestly. And so the other product that I don't have here with me, and I'll tell you what I do, I have another product that I use with this just before I take this capsule, and I take it every morning, every night, and sometimes in the middle of the day. And I've been doing this since Monday, and I feel incredible. I'm sleeping better. All kinds of stuff are happening, so I can't wait to report in a month how it goes. So 5 drops of cilantro in this soft gel, okay? I mean in this gel cap. And then I'm gonna just do it like this. I have to get in the sunlight because I don't make mistakes. So I put 5 drops in there, okay? And then cinnamon bark. Cinnamon bark, do you see that? This cinnamon bark is good for blood sugar leveling, and it is helping my thyroid, okay? It is helping my thyroid. So I'm gonna add 5 drops of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I add in 3 drops of turmeric, which I don't have here, but Renee is gonna show you what turmeric looks like. So Renee, you wanna share that? Okay, so turmeric is going to be your best little friend, 3 drops. And it fills the rest of the thing up. So what you do before you take this capsule is you are going to pop one Terrazyme in your mouth, swallow it with water, and then take this capsule. And the reason why you do Terrazyme is that it coats the stomach with good enzymes and starts to work and gets your juices moving so that this just doesn't sit and start to flow in and then you start burping it up, okay? So it keeps you from burping it up and tasting it, maybe getting acid reflux, which I am totally notorious for. In fact, it has stopped any acid reflux that I could have possibly be getting. I know, crazy, right? So that is my new protocol. 5 drops cilantro, 5 drops of cinnamon, and 3 drops of turmeric. Okay, you're going to take that every morning, every night, and I've already been able to see my eyes are getting bluer and blue because my eyes, if you look at pictures of when I was a little girl, even in high school, super, super, super blue, guys. Super blue, uber blue, okay? So as I've gotten older and more accumulated with, you know, prescriptions, drugs, when I've had babies and all the surgeries I've had, they've gotten a little bit more on that grayer, greener side, and they're starting to change already. So I'd love to hear what you have to say before we wrap this up. Any questions, any thoughts, any concerns? What do you guys want to ask me while I'm on here? This is my chance to pay it forward back to you. If you don't have questions, that's not a big deal. All right. Sounds good, you guys. I'm so glad that we could be here together. If you're watching this on the replay, please drop below your thoughts, your questions. And if you've got a protocol that we haven't heard or read yet, please leave it below. I am a big fan of magnesium. People ask me all the time what brand I use. I use Calm. It comes in a big container. I know Renee's got it. She's going to go grab it. It's really good, especially for those who are going through hormone issues and maybe you're not sleeping super awesome at night or you suffer from head tension, and it really, really helps. But I like Calm. I like the plain. Renee has a flavor. I can't remember what flavor she has. Yep, that's it. And you can buy it in a big bottle or you can put it in these little packets. So she's got the packets and it works really good because you can take it with you. Renee, you want to tell them how you, our cute Calm Vanna here. Would you like to share with everyone how you do that?
Yeah, just right before bedtime, I just boil up some water and they come in these little fun little packs. And you just pop it in your water, stir it up, and just slowly drink it like tea. This particular pack is of flavor sampler. So you have original, raspberry, lemon, detoxification, orange, and cherry.
Yep. And I don't like any of those flavors. I am plain Jane, suck it down. But it's really good, and you do want to do it in warm water. It helps the magnesium really dissolve very, very well. Super hot water isn't going to, it might make you vomit, especially, well, I can tell you right now, if you've got a migraine and you want to release that tension, drink a glass of warmish, hottish water, and you'll vomit in 2 seconds. It is the coolest trick I learned 20 years ago from my neighbor across the street who was super cool, Cleora Ellsworth, and she knew everything about everything. And in fact, she's the one that introduced me 18 years ago to essential oils the very first time. If you can imagine that, right? Like it was Young Living is what she introduced me to. So crazy, huh? There's a question before we close up shop. I'm going to take a look at it. Where do you find Calm? Okay, perfect. You can find Calm at any health food store. Any health food store has it, and you can get it off of Amazon. So if you don't want to go to the store and you don't want to shop for it, you can get any of those flavors in. And I would recommend, if this is new to your protocol, that you get the sample pack like Renee bought, because then you can test which ones you like. All right. So in Arizona, I used to buy it at Sprouts. That's exactly where I would buy it when I lived in Arizona. So Sprouts is used mostly in Texas. Colorado might have a few, but I know for sure California and Arizona, it's everywhere. everywhere, okay? So no, yeah, no, North Carolina will not have Sprouts, but they have Whole Foods.
No,
They
she
have
said, no, she said North Carolina has Sprouts.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah. So I was gonna say, oh, I didn't see it. I don't have my glasses on, so oops, sorry, Cordelia. So yeah, Sprouts works, and Sprouts is starting to grow throughout the United States. Great health food store. Love, love, love what they yay, down the street from you. So there you go. You can go in. They do have the sample packet there because that's where I tasted the different flavors and realized I did not like raspberry lemon. I just like plain Jane, suck it down, Darjeeling kind of stuff. Thank you so much for being here with us today, you guys. I appreciate all of you. Please pay it forward to other people. Share this video. And remember, you can get on a remind. If you really want to be able to be remembered and reminded of this call, jump on the remind by dialing, putting into your phone 81010, and then the symbol at in the text, at Oily Love. Okay, that's it, Oily Love. And then it will put you right into remind. You can get the reminders of this call when it's coming. You get one the night before and then right before the call. And then you get the replay. Easy peasy, right? So that's remind.com. And that's how you get onto the remind if you want to join that. If not, you're on the replay. All of that information is usually on our Facebook page, on Pinterest. We've got all of our replays there on Vimeo and YouTube. So there you go. Thanks for being here, you guys. Have a great day.